back to Hillbilly Adventures. Today, we're going to look at a basket case. I did some trading with a friend of mine, and I ended up coming away with two um, RC Tamiya Buggies vintage that, yeah, one of them's pretty rough. The other one is awesome. I traded a Power Hobby Unimog that I just it was you guys have seen it hanging on the wall. It's that's all it's done. I drove it one time and yeah, it was okay. It's cool looking and everything, but I don't know. I didn't like it was top heavy. I really didn't want to throw a whole lot of money at it. Um, but anyway, let me show you what we got right here. That I did a trade for. It is a grasshopper by Tamiya. Man, is it rough. And I mean rough. First I got it for parts because I've got another Tamiya over here. And I'm probably going to take some of the parts off of this thing for that one. It's missing this front bumper right here. And right now I've got a different body on it. It doesn't have the original body. This trade here, the body is shot. I mean, all to pieces. There's no fixing this thing. And years ago, somebody's fixed it several times, and it is a goner. However, the trade came with a new body for this thing, brand new in the plastic. So I got a new body. And I've got some tires, and I have more stuff coming for it. So the plan at the moment is I'm going to take this thing, I'm going to take the original parts off, and I'm going to put it on my other one. And the aftermarket stuff that's left over, I'll probably put back on this one. And I'll have one that is pristine and almost completely factory, and I'll have another one that has a whole bunch of hop up parts on it. But yeah, I haven't cleaned this thing. I haven't touched this thing. This is how I received it. This is how my friend received it. Um, and I have no idea where it came from originally. Um, you can see here, it's pretty rough. The bottom don't look terribly bad, but I mean, it's definitely been used over the years. And like I said, the plan is to take this one and take the original parts off and transplant them onto this right here, which is my Tamiya GrassHopper that I built a while back. I don't know if I ever did a video on this one or not. Honestly, I can't remember. Not the original body. It's got a Funko body on it. I think it's pretty cool. I like the body. I think it looks pretty wicked. It does have factory suspension and stuff. And I mean, it's almost all there. I 3D printed this bumper for it. And I'm going to take this, put it on the other one, take the original bumper on that one, put it on this one. Original body will go back on this one. These body posts here will be transferred over to the other one. And basically that's the idea anyway, is to make one that is completely factory. This one, the battery cover is in a lot worse shape, so I'll probably take the battery cover off of the other one and put on this one, because the rest of the chassis is pretty good. Some dirt and stuff needs to be cleaned on the bottom of this one too, but I mean, it's not bad. So this is the plan at the moment anyway, to take all this body, all this stuff, that one, switch them around. I'll have one that's totally original and one that has some hop ups on it. So, one for the shelf and one to actually take out and drive. And I'll have new tires and wheels and everything for the other one too, because the wheels that are on this thing are terrible. They're not fixable. And I have some laying around here that are original, but I mean, look there, flat spots, and as cheap as I can get these wheels on eBay and new tires, it's just not worth making it that original, because those things are shot. Okay, so that was one part of the trade, and the other part, well, I can figure out what I just did with it. I had it right in my hand. Oh, right here. The other part of the trade was for this, which is an original Tamiya Frog. And, it's in very good shape. It's pretty old. This isn't a repop. And whoever had it, I don't think they ran it very much, because look at the bottom. I mean, that's kind of minty. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I mean, look at here. Original mechanical ESC, with the balloon over it and all. Uh, so yeah, and I mean the gears inside look really good. Um, you know, one time it was dolled up. It's missing the body. I don't have the body for it, so I've ordered a body, and I'm probably going to paint it up, and put it on there. This one here, I want to put it back together. It's already in great shape. It basically just needs a body. So yeah, I'll throw a body on this thing, and it'll be a nice shelf queen. I actually have another one of these that somebody had turned into a Blackfoot years ago, that I actually built up and gave it to my wife, and that's one that she drives every once in a while. Um, but anyway, I didn't think that was a bad trade. Actually, this thing here was originally part of the deal that I made when I got the gold pen RC10. And, my buddy had helped me with that trade. I let him have this thing, dirt cheap. And, we did a little trading deal, and he got something that he really thinks is cool. And I'm happy for him, because he really, really likes that thing. And, I ended up getting this back. And, I, man, it's just too nice to get rid of. I mean, it's just a really good example. So I think I'm going to fix it up, and it'll sit on a shelf and be looked at and appreciated for what it is. Um, the tires are okay. I don't know if I'm going to spring for new tires. I'm probably just going to leave well enough alone. I mean, I can probably get some. I have to look around. If I can find a good enough deal on some that are like this with the chrome, um, and not spend an arm and a leg, because these are glued, you know, and chances of getting that glue off are not good. I don't know. I might look around and see what I can do. Um, Other than that, I mean, shoot, man, how original can you get? I mean, sheesh. Don't know if it's got a receiver in it or not. Don't think so. Yeah, receiver's missing. It's got both the servos. It's got the speed control. It's got the old school resistor on the back. Um, but you know what? I think I can salvage. There's a Futaba receiver in the old GrassHopper, and I'm not going to use this stuff in the GrassHopper. Um, in the other GrassHopper, it's got better stuff in it anyway. So, this might actually come out and go in the Frog. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if you guys saw this. Whoops, I'm knocking stuff down. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I've never seen these before on this GrassHopper. These are adjustable shocks. And I mean, maybe somebody else has seen these, but you turn them. I've never seen these before. I think that's pretty cool. I think it'd be really neat to take those apart, clean them really good, and get them back in working order. And these are some aftermarket shocks. They need to be took apart and cleaned up as well. This one here sticks. This one here is actually still working. Um, I don't remember these either, but I mean, it's been a long time ago that I messed with this stuff. Um, but anyway, check it out. Still got the body plug. This one had an electronic speed control, and it's a Tamiya one. Look at there. Let's see if you can see it on camera. Right there. See the little stars? There. Yeah, that's a Tamiya electronic speed control. So, and it's an old one. I mean, that's a real old one. But this one here, my buddy was pointing out this. I didn't even notice this on this one. Check this out. Old school 540 in this thing. Yeah, it's a Trinity. Trinity something horse. I can't read it. Monster horse power. Yeah, monster horsepower. Uh, there's a date on this thing. See if you guys can see that in there. I don't know if you can see it. It looks like 1987 world champion. How cool is that? Gosh. Oh man. So somebody was really having a good time with this thing back in the day. So anyway, there's a another project that I'll be creating some videos on. Um, hopefully, you guys will enjoy those. I am by no means a vintage RC car expert. I mean, I know a little bit here and there, but I'm not like one of our buddies that knows the end all be all of everything. I do use that guy every once in a while for educating myself on some of this vintage stuff because he's like an encyclopedia of RC. Um, but yeah, I think it's going to be kind of fun to take this thing and try to take it to the next level and see what happens with it. If nothing else, we'll have one that's really fun to drive and one that's all original that can just look cool. I mean, well, I guess the new pop body isn't original, but it's better than no body at all. Um, or the busted up one that I showed you guys. Um, but you know what I'm saying. One is really cool to look at on the shelf, and one that you can actually take out and just beat the crap out of. You don't really care that much. Um, and the frog, man, I've been looking for a frog for a long time, and when I come across that deal where I got that RC10 right there, and I got the frog that I just showed you at the same time for like very little money. When I got that deal, I was freaking out. But, my buddy helped me with that deal and he liked this thing. And I was just like, I'm not going to deny him. I mean, even though I wanted one too, I would just rather see him happy, than anything else. And, and he kept it for a while. And I think he just, he's got to the point where he's got so many projects right now, he just can't take on that right now. I believe is what's going on. Just sometimes you just just get loaded down with things you want to do in this hobby, and that's kind of what happened to him. So I'm happy to make him happy, give him something he doesn't have to work on, that he can literally just turn on and drive around and have fun, that he wanted anyway. And it was a good ending. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got something really cool, and I think it's cool too. It's just not my cup of tea. I don't like top heavy, vehicles with the hard body and all like that. I mean, they're cool for trail trucks and stuff, but I prefer something that's a little more competitive. That it's more performance based is what I've always been into. And in exchange, I got a couple of cool old Tamiyas to add to the vintage stuff that I've been accumulating here lately. Uh, and that's pretty awesome. Like I said, it was a good deal for both of us, and I'm just happy he's happy, and and I'm happy, and it gives me something to make some videos on, and hopefully make you guys happy. Um, if you're out and about and you're at yard sales and swap meets and flea markets and stuff, keep your eyes out for some of this old stuff. I mean, you get on eBay and look around, a lot of the vintage stuff's worth money if you want to just flip it and sell it. Um, but they're also just cool. And there's something about the old Tamiya vehicles, they just have a personality. And you can't really put your finger on it. It's just one of those things. You get one and it just, it's not the fastest out there. It's not, you're not going to, go out and race this thing and be, the best that ever was, and win everything. Although if you put enough work in some of them, they can be very competitive. But I'm talking about, like the Tamiya lunchbox, and the Blackfoot, and the Grasshopper, and stuff like that. You drive it and it just puts a smile on your face, and they're a little cartoony, and I think that's kind of adds to it. And you just get hooked. I mean, Tamiya is a great company. They've been in business for a long time out of Japan, and they make good stuff. And even though this stuff is a little cartoony, and the plastics and everything, you would think would be easily broken, they're actually pretty tough. I I took my lunchbox to a skate park, and I mean, I was sending that thing, and yeah, I did break it. Actually, the one of the rims got a chip knocked out of the rim. That's all that happened, and I was amazed that with as much as I put it through, it didn't absolutely just crack in half or something. I mean, it was taking a beating. For so a chipped rim was just nothing, you know. Anyway, guys, like I said, you get out there and have fun. And, if you see this vintage stuff, try to pick it up, try to give it a new life. I mean, yes, you can buy newer stuff, but I'm telling you, something about the older stuff, it's just, um, it's special, and it brings back, if you're an old guy like me, about to hit 50 this year. It brings back a lot of good memories and from your childhood when you and your buddies were out there. With that being said, I guess I'm going to end this video. I've been accumulating a lot of RCs. There's still one on my bucket list that I'm going to try to find, which was my very, very, very first RC. And I've seen them. I can get them. I don't want to pay what people have them priced at out there. So I'm just going to keep my eye out until I find one. And that is a Radio Shack RC called the Red Arrow. There was also the Golden Arrow. But my parents bought me the Red Arrow because that was the cheaper one. And, we weren't very rich, so that was the one that I ended up with. But I had a ball with the thing. And I'm still on the market for finding one that's at a reasonable price that's not totally destroyed. Just put on the shelf and look at, to bring back good memories. Anyway, guys, take it easy. Bye.